Alrighty, good day, hoseheads. I know a lot of us here are kind of starting out and we're all just feeling things out as we go, so I thought it'd be helpful for me to show you guys how I do my audio edit. To me, it's something that's very important, is to have good, strong audio that's clear, easy to hear. So I just want to show you guys how I can accomplish that. Now, I'm no professional at showing people how to do shit, so just bear with me as I go through. I have a pre-recorded thing here that I was recording yesterday for something else, and I'm just at the spot where I'm going to start doing my cleanup and the editing of the audio. And this is how I usually start. Every audio I record, I do about 30 seconds worth of silence. The reason I do that is for the first step that we're going to take here. So we're going to go ahead and in Audacity, select roughly 30 seconds worth of silence here. I went a little bit longer with the silence, but that's fine. So we'll go like 30 seconds. Now we go up to Effect, go down to Noise Reduction, get the noise profile. What this does, and why we had the 30 seconds of silence, is it gathers all that room noise that you might not necessarily be paying attention to. Things like the hum of your computer, if you have it right up on your desk close to your microphone, or an air conditioner that's running in the background, or if you're in the north like me, and you got a furnace that's pumping out some heat, you need to be able to be warm, but that noise can get really aggravating after a while. So this takes that out. The longer you have of a segment that you select to get that noise profile, the better it will be able to take that noise out of the rest of your audio. So now that we've gotten our profile, we can select the entire track. By doing that, we just have to click anywhere on this little spot here. Boop. Now we've selected the whole track. Then we go back up to Effect, go all the way down again to Noise Reduction. And instead of Get Noise Profile, we're going to be doing the bottom part here, Step 2. You don't need to really worry too much about these things here. It's not something I've ever really tinkered with. You can, but just going with the defaults will still get you better audio than you would have had originally. So we'll just go OK and apply that. Now, this one can take a while depending on how long your audio is. So I'm just going to cut here, and then I'll meet you guys back once it's done. Alrighty, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Haha, awesome. There we go. Now we're back. You skipped that whole boring part. I didn't, but, well, whatever. Magics of editing. Alright, so now the next step that I'm going to do here, since we still have the whole track selected, we're going to go back into Effect, and now we're going to go down to Normalize. And you can tweak some of this stuff, but I don't recommend it. You want to make sure that that's sitting at about minus 2 decibels for a good result. But we're just going to go ahead and click OK, and I'll explain what that is as it processes. So what normalizing does is you have your peaks and your valleys of your audio where like the different peaks go to different levels, right, when you're looking at it. What this will do is it'll try to even those out a little bit so you don't lose what the person is saying. It doesn't change what you're saying, but it does make those audio levels more even so you can actually hear everything that's being said, which is really wonderful. And we're back. So those two things that we just did are the two basic edits that I do to every audio file I have. That helps to clear out the background noise, and that also helps to normalize my audio. Now, from here, we're going to do a little bit more tweaking. So we have this whole boring beginning part that's pretty much pointless, eh? Because that is all silence for my normalize, and then there's just me jibber-jabbing. So we need to go to where the meat of my recording is started. I think that's about here. Okay, to start off, I have to do Sounds of a Struggle. Yes, starting off, Sound of a Struggle. Not sure how well you could hear that. Pretty quiet, eh? Well, we're going to fix that. So now, highlight from there and go all the way to the back at the beginning of your episode, or your recording episode. And then press the delete key. Boom! Now it's shrunk it right down, which is perfect for our next couple of steps that we're going to do. So you can see that these are really small waveforms. I do that intentionally, but if you find your waves are too small, you're going to want to do this next step here. And this is something that I find helps bring out the fullness of my audio. Okay, so since we are going to apply this to the entire audio, we can just click at the beginning there. So we have it all selected. Yeah, I do. And then we're going to go up to Effect, and then go down to Bass and Treble. Now here, we're going to be able to play with these knobs live as it's playing, so we can actually hear what's happening. So I'm going to go ahead and click Start Playback. To start off, I have to do Sounds of a Struggle. And you can see the first thing that we're going to adjust in here is going to be the output volume. That is so low and so quiet.
Go on me. God dang it. No.
Now, this is quieter audio anyway. This is me supposed to be struggling in the background, so this isn't a good metric as to what my volumes are going to be like. So I don't really want to start adjusting here. Upcoming here, you can see just over there. Oh no, actually right up above my head. You can see where these waveforms get a little bit bigger.
Officers, you gotta believe me. I was sleepwalking.
There you go. Now you can actually hear what I'm saying.
Officers, you've gotta believe me.
I'm talking to my normal tone of voice. We're going to start to adjust this.
Officers, you gotta believe me. I was sleepwalking.
And what we're looking for is while I talk, that these levels will bounce up into the yellows and red every once in a while, but we don't want it to live there. The highest parts of your audio can go up into that. That's fine. But we want it to live around here.
But officers, it's the radio. The radio waves are controlling me in my sleep.
See, that was good. It was mostly sticking in the green, a little bit of yellows.
It's the radio.
Flash of red.
The radio is controlling me in my sleep.
There we go. That's good. Next, we want to check out the bass and the treble.
But officers, it's the radio. The radio waves are controlling me in my sleep.
That's good. Oh, I got some power words
but
there.
But officers, it's the radio. But officers, it's the radio. The radio waves are controlling me in my sleep.
There we go. To me, that's good. So now once we get our audio the way we want it, just click Apply. I'll cut this part out again for you, and I'll see you back here right at the end. And I'll show you, you'll be able to see these waveforms go, bah! That's going to look better. And we're back. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. That's good. There we go. So now that we've applied it, all we have to do here is click Close. You can either click Close here or the X. Either way, it'll get rid of the window, and that's all we want. The effect has been applied. So now that we have our effect applied, let's start doing some of my other tweaks here. This is where I start to clean things up even further than I already have. So two techniques I use a lot are going to be generate silence and to delete things. And I'll explain the situations in which I do both. So say I'm doing like a big long podcast audio where I want to keep the integrity of all my audio, but I need to clean it up and make it sound better. So say this here is my lines.
But it's the radio waves. I never meant to hurt anyone. I can't help what happens in my sleep. Can I?
Oh, that sounds awful. You can hear the p, p. Sorry about that, eh? Oh, I might need to redo this audio too. Oh well, works good enough for a demo. So then after that,
what
those
happens
lines,
in my sleep? Can I?
This looks like paper rustling. And it is. So we don't want that paper rustling, but we want to keep that blank spot between the two things. So I know this is all garbage audio. And if I don't want that audio, I go up to Generate after I've highlighted what I want to get rid of. Go down to Silence. Don't worry about any of that stuff. And then just click OK, because that will silence the audio of what you selected. Now, instead of paper rustling,
can I?
It's silence. Exactly what we wanted. But now, say this silence here is too long and I want to shorten it a little bit. That's when you just select a group of your audio, click delete, and that brings it down. Okay, here's another good couple of spots where I can show you a few other techniques I use. So here is a little segment where I see here, here, and here are going to be areas where it looks to me, because I recognize these waveforms and these kinds of things after doing it for a while, you will too. These are areas where I, as a personal thing, I gasp for air between sentences. At least to me, that's what it sounds like I'm going. So let's listen to this and we'll see if that is what I pointed out here.
I saw that as a bit of a victory. I thought.
Yeah. So these are a yawn, so that's intentional, but these are gasps for air between sentences or words or what have you. And I don't like that, personally. So this is what I'll do is I'll find those little waveforms and I will highlight them. Now let's go generate, silence, okay. Generate, silence, okay. Generate, silence, okay. Now, the reason we do the silence here is because there's a natural flow to the way the words work. And if we were to just delete that section, it would sound very choppy. So by silencing it, we keep that in the natural flow of the words, but we've eliminated that gasp for air. Now, let's highlight again and replay this section and see how it sounds.
I saw that as a bit of a victory. I thought.
There we go. We don't have those gasps for air between each sentence. And that's good for cleaning out things like, say, you're talking, you've paused for a second, and then, oh, you bumped the mic. Now, you're going to be able to see that in your waveforms as a big spike. So as long as it's not happening as words are happening, you can easily cut that out. And then, if we go over here, you can see where, look how peaked this is. This is bad. We don't want this. And that's some of the downside to applying that bass treble volume to the entire track. It just means you do need to do some fine tuning later on in areas where you get louder or other areas where you seem to be even quieter. So there is still some fine tuning to be done. Now to do the fine tuning for this is just audio problem. I'm good with the bass and treble, so we don't need to go back into that feature. But we do need to bring these audio levels down so it's not living in the red. Because look at this.
Maybe it was just a bad spell.
And you can hear how distorted that is. Like, sounds like you're talking in the McDonald's microphone. So to get rid of that, we go now, after we've highlighted it, go up to Effect, Amplify. And we're going to bring those levels down. So the amplification here, we move this around. Don't worry about this. I look at this here. I want to see how much of an amplification we're doing, or de-amplification. In this case, we're looking for the negative, because if we bring it up, now we're in a positive. So we're just going to make it louder. Not what we want. Doing this here is only going to be, I'll say about 3.5-ish. Let's see how that brings down the audio levels. We'll go, okay. Better. This part's okay. So now what we can do is, if you hover your thing over there, you can readjust where your selection is. Now we're going to go to Amplify, and we're going to bring this down another 3.5. There we go. It's looking better now. We're getting little bits of peaks, but it's not terrible. So let's now highlight this whole portion and see how much different it sounds.
Maybe it was just a bad spell.
There we go. It doesn't sound as distorted at the highs, and it doesn't hurt your ear when you hear it. So another thing that I'll do when I'm doing things like lines for a play or for a performance or something, I don't keep this audio, what I do with this is I just find the sections I like that sounded good, that I've edited, and then I'll highlight it. So this is one that we've tweaked. Now, this is a good audio, quote unquote, one we want to keep. And we're going to go, once it's highlighted, hit Control C. Now we're going to open, File, New, boom, brand new project. Awesome sauce. Go down here. Then go Control V to paste, and Viola. You have your thing. Now let's say we like that, but now we want to add this chunk. Now I'm just doing this at random, but you would have obviously selected these two pieces. And these two pieces are something you wanted to have go side by side because they make sense. So now you go highlight again, Control C, go back down into your other audio. And then you don't want to put it right away because doing that, it could be choppy. You can readjust that later. So I give myself a good distance because wherever you have put this bar by clicking on your screen, that is where it's going to paste. So now we're going to go Control V, and there we go. So now that we're in here, this is also another time that you can start doing your tweak audio, like where I was taking out my gasps, or if you have to remove pops or noises or background stuff. And we're going to clean up our audio till it's good and tidy. So another thing I like to do, this blank spot doesn't really mean anything. It's going to be there. It's just going to be dead air anyway. But seeing that gap bothers me personally. So I'll highlight the gap. Go back up to Generate, Silence, and OK. Now, it's just like the rest of the track. But you got these two weird bars. Let's get rid of those bars just by clicking on them. Click, click, gone. Now it just looks like normal audio. And from here, you can start applying those other little tweaks where we would delete or silence things that we didn't want. So this is, okay, that's too big of a gap. Let's shrink that down. Boom! Shrunk it down. Oh, there's a little peak right in there. Don't want that. Let's get rid of it. Go Effect. Generate. Silence. Boom. Cleaned it up. Oh, here's another chunk that we don't want. Let's clean that up. Go Generate. Silence. Okay. And then once we've approved it, we got the clip that we want. We all simply have to go File, Export, Wave, name it, save it. Boom. We're done. Well, hose heads, I hope you find some of these tips and tricks to be valuable. I hope you can implement some of them to help clean up your audio and make yourself sound more professional. Because everybody likes to sound professional, right? And that's been one of my biggest pet peeves. If there's terrible audio, I'll click off faster than anything. Because I don't want my ears to bleed while I'm listening to something. So here we go. Happy YouTubing, dudes. Later, eh?
But wait, that's not all! In just a few short days, you will receive yet another episode absolutely free! By using the patented YouTube interface, you can have unlimited access to all previous videos in the series. Act now and you can even be alerted when new episodes become available. Simply click 1-800-SUBSCRIBE. That's 1-800-SUBSCRIBE.
Previously Delicious is not responsible for any butt hurt, loss of time, indigestion, ruined childhoods, loss of civility, or shattered pink glasses that might arise from exposure to this product. Please, use at your own risk. You are a big boy and or girl, and no one has forced you to watch this. If someone has, your beef is with them. Seriously, folks, at this point, you should know how all this works. I'm only reminding you for the poops and laughs.